It's been a while since I've played Tempen. Apparently, the last time I played Tempen was sometime right before the pandemic, which is kind of, I guess, funny. But I don't remember why I stopped playing. I remember I was playing it for a good while and I really liked it. I think it might have been that I was in the middle of moving, and then I think Vanguard Zero came out, and I just kind of switched over to that. But as many of you may or may not know, Vanguard Zero hit its end of service, so I'm no longer playing that, obviously, and I'm very sad about that. But they recently announced in Teppen this new expansion, or I don't know if expansion is the right word, but this new booster set here, Absolute Zero, and they showed a bunch of Mega Man Zero stuff, and you know, I've played all 4 of them on the channel, so as you can know, I'm a big fan, so I decided to come back and give it a shot, and I've been having quite a lot of fun with it, to be honest. So we're just gonna go ahead and go into a ranked match. I left this on, I did not hit the did not play anymore because I wanted to show this in a video for some reason. I don't remember why, but so they have a season that lasts 3 months, which is kind of nice because one of the things I didn't like about Vanguard Zero is that the seasons were only 2 weeks, but you also get to see like the previous champions, and they have like a crown, which is kind of cool. But I forgot to check it off again, but that's fine. The last time I played Teppen, I went through and I like did the story with all the characters up until Jill. Jill was the newest character that was added up until that point, and I think that was the first expansion, also the first like booster set that came out. And then I just stopped playing. But since then, they've added in a bunch of characters. They got Nero, Akuma, Mega Man X Zero. They got the cat from Monster Hunter. They got the Amaterasu from Okami. They got this girl who I have no idea who she is. She's, for lack of better words, she's pretty hot, and I really like playing her as well. So far, my favorite decks are Ryu's deck, which is like the super basic one, and then this deck. And then they've also added in Ada Wong. So this is like a random deck of someone that I saw, because they have like a Teppen channel you can see here in the bottom right, where you can kind of just see like replays and stuff like that. And someone was playing the deck, so I was like, okay, cool, let me see what a like, I guess, meta-relevant version of this deck that I like looks like. And then this Morgan deck here, they recently did like something, I guess similar to like how in Duel Links, I'm just bringing up all the other card game, mobile card games that I've played, but similar like in Duel Links, after they do the Casey Cup, they show you like the top decks. It was like, I think 2 Morgans and a Dante, so I just copied the Morgan just to like get a sense of what quote-unquote meta Teppen is like. Not that I'm necessarily planning on doing anything like that, but I just wanted to get an idea. But yeah, so I have my super basic Ryu deck that I've been playing quite a lot. It's basically the base deck with like 2 or 3 cards that I've gotten from playing. One of the things that's really cool is that they have like a season pass. That's not so cool, right? In general, season passes are kind of like, but they gave me the season pass for free, which is cool. I don't know if it's because like I'm a new player, because I think I lost my previous account, to be honest. So it might be the kind of thing where you get the first one for free, which is kind of cool, because you know that to me sounds like a good business strategy, where like you release a cool set, post stuff on social media, get people hyped, they play the game, and they're like, oh, by the way, here's a free season pass to actually encourage you to play the game, which is pretty dope. They also had a really good tutorial video that shows you how to play. Not that the game is super difficult, to be honest. It's always been mechanically a game that I really enjoy, just because it's like there's not really a lot of experiences like Teppen because of the way that it works, right? Because it's like a it's not necessarily turn-based, it's like an action RPG kind of system, which is really cool because you have a timer, and then you know you have the 3 lanes, and then your attack lane keeps moving over time. So it's pretty cool because it just develops different types of strategies, and you know lets you have different types of this is not going to end well. they have some sort of symbol thingy here. So my deck is pretty simple. It kind of just focuses on doing slow damage, using Ryu's hero art to pop any big monsters and just spamming a bunch of weenies on board. And then I got recently this Leon here who gives all of my abilities that do damage +1 essentially, which is pretty sick. So we're gonna go ahead and fight against Nero. I really don't know what a lot of the characters do, but we're gonna go ahead and throw down Sagat, who usually does 2 damage when played to the enemy hero, but since I have Leon, he did 3 instead. But one of the things that I have issues with in Teppen is that, like, my opponents will just play stuff, and, like, you really don't have the time to, like, sit and read and figure out what the hell is going on. So things kind of snowball to the point where it's like, what's happening? And then you just end up losing. Which, on the one hand, is kind of fun. Oh man, they got a Melu. That's kind of sick. So yeah, so I'm just getting my ass beat to an extent. I don't know why or how, but they're gonna go ahead and add a shield to the X pocket. I don't have a way to pop this per se, so we'll just leave it. I believe this guy focuses mainly on like resonance, which just means like the more action cards you play, the better shit goes for you. But we kind of bricked, as you can see, because these are all action cards that kind of just work to like do effects. They're not units, so I have no way to really protect myself. This one deals 3 random damage to an enemy unit, but he's using the new growth keyword, or new to me at least, which I don't really know what it does, to be honest. Let's see if we can get rid of this for 6 here with the Shinku Hadouken, which once you build up, you play enough cards, you get points here, which allow you to then just play your hero art. And, you know, Rio's is just he throws a fucking Hadouken, and he does 8 damage. So I don't know how this lady keeps healing. Honestly, I do not know, and it is really obnoxious. Alright, he's just gonna play something else. We're gonna get beat up by JusticeNetNaviMegaman.exe. That looks super cool, and we're gonna get roasted real quick here. So I've been having a lot of fun, and I've been facing off like a mix of what I'm pretty sure are bots, and then on the other side, what I think are like actual people, right? And it's been a toss-off between like me being able to like steamroll them, or them actually knowing how to play the game, I guess, and just steamrolling me, as you just saw. So let's go ahead and jump in again. I don't really have any like I didn't really have anything planned for this video. I just, you know, been playing Teppen, wanted to record Teppen because it's fun. That's really all I got going on here. So if you're expecting like a deck profile or like any of this other stuff, or how to get everything in Teppen super fast, I don't have anything for that, to tell you the truth. It is super easy to get into, to be honest, though, because they had like a bunch of like quests and like missions and stuff, and a lot of like fights that you can do without getting to rank, which was nice. And I managed to build up a lot of like little rewards doing that. So this is a much better hand because I have a bunch of units. I guess I will keep it just because I happen to have 2 of the Colonels here. And they have Agility, I think it is. No, Rush, which just means that their attack beam goes faster, which is pretty good, especially if I get it early. I'm pretty sure this is like a bot, so when they play like the normal basic cards, I think it's a bot, but it might actually just be someone that, you know, is an actual person, and they're just brand new to the game like I am, right? It's just really hard for me to tell, because again, it's usually like I get steamrolled. They have done some things in the beginning. Let's go and pop this. They have some like enemies that I fought in the beginning that I'm pretty sure were bots. Especially like sometimes when you activate action cards, some of the things that they do don't make a lot of sense, but we'll just have to go ahead and scrub it out, I guess. I do have a bunch of packs for the new set that I'd like to open, see if there's anything good. Ryu has a couple of different hero arts, so that really makes up, I guess, what your deck is like, not to mention also the color, right? So the color system is as you'd kind of expect. There's a bunch of different colors you can play in a deck. I don't remember if it does the thing where I vaguely remember I tried to do like a mixed color deck, and I did this thing which was kind of interesting, kind of whack, where it limited how much MP, so like your mana basically, you can get. So if I played 2 different colors, I could only get a maximum of 5 mana, which was, you know, interesting. I'm not gonna say it's a bad system, but I don't know if they like changed that or if that's, you know, different. That was kind of interesting. I remember that was the last thing I was really doing. And I just remember really recording some videos, and then after a while, I would just do like ranked by myself. Because I have vague memories of just playing ranked in like bed, like either early in the morning or late at night, and like having some good fun with it. But
of course, chat has disappeared when before stream I had it set up, but it's just deciding to be a little stinker today. So let me, there we go, get that back on screen. All right. Heather. The heck? That's so random. Yes, this is the Vanguard YouTube account where we do exclusively Vanguard things, which is totally different than what I did before, which was 99% Vanguard things. How's everyone doing today? Let's do some into Minecraft music playlist. Let's do some of this. This is not on, so you can't even hear it. No, I have to properties, default. Probably too low, honestly. That's the same thing I had last time. The song is just way too low. Let's play something louder. There we go. Yeah, that Minecraft song is just way too low. Where is my... There it is. Lower this a bit. Random is indeed your middle name. Alright, sorry, so let me catch up in chat. You guys said a lot of cat shit, and I just was too busy adding stuff to Nightbot. Excuse me, my voice is kind of funky. They changed everything for Magnolia and Elder. Both cards we'll see playing. Support is pretty good. We'll see about that. The Wolf and the Cycler also help Mask. Just about that, the ride deck situation is still unsolved. Fair enough. It is in CFA. Having to run like 9 orders along with the new support is awful. Please do something. Please something other than Ranker Chain. Play Rabbit and the Divine Z grade 2 for Magnolia Mask for suitable substitute ride line. I'm guessing the Krailmonta one. 9 orders because 50 card main deck. Ranker Chain width's even worse than before unless you pump up the order count. I still feel like 8 might be the right number, but I don't know. Elder's still running 9 bricks and drawing 2 triggers turn 1, which is good. Heck over here not wanting to guard. Hello. Rival orders are redundant. True. Me fucking around with Nightbot. Basil's in the game. Hey Basil, how you doing? Play 6 orders for Elder. You insane. Full habitat. Forbidden and Wild. Wild, I don't know how I feel about that one. 6 is way too few. Maybe 50 cards. Yeah, I can see that's been too few. Back to maybe dog or cat. No one knows. Lion is amazing. Just wish it hit more than 25k. That's my main issue with it, but we'll get into that in a bit. If you're going to early, you can search a Mask. I want to try the Wolf as a ride deck. Oh yeah, that's also something I was considering. But was that video for your other channel? Yes, I was playing Teppen on the gameplay channel because I'm pretty sure if I upload it to the Vanguard channel, everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" Just like every time I upload a Shadowverse. Well, it's an unboxing, so I can't really say that. But yeah, I forgot to close my Pornhub tab. Oh no! So I gotta do one of these, so you guys can't look at my tabs. Some of the orders take up the slot. I don't know how I feel about wall intelligence. I know it's the only searchable thing right now. I think there's one other order that like crazy one that mills 4, but I don't think that's a good option. Prefer drive checking my triggers to drawing my pieces. I prefer guarding, so Missy have it. It's that button red. Yeah, so this is the somewhat, which is hilarious that Sim would come in for this now, because yeah, we were last week, right? Oof, can't believe it was last week. I feel like it was 2 weeks ago. We were testing out the order in the new quick start boss, right? And this order works so much better, especially with the grade 2 generic. Whoo, easy. And you can call her out and call something else out, so perfect, right? But it's funny, everyone's like, oh yeah, cooking with the boys, yeah, bro. They cooking Gandiva, right? Like, who else are they cooking? Gandiva's not here. Motherfucker's dead. They eating Gandiva, unless this is Gandiva in the background. But nah, bro, they cooked his ass. That or they're eating Eugene, but I don't think Eugene was that meaty. Token / trigger boost is the only other 0 order option. It might be a grade 1 order that I was talking about. So I just zoned back into Curly talking about a job tab. Yes, indeed. That's too bad you didn't pay attention. You would have seen the tab open, but never mind. Apparently, Forest is a pretty good matchup against horses. Yes, apparently. Too bad I don't play Forest. So when I get the horses, my fiance beats me up. I can confirm or deny. They're including Grugovilia. It was a dragon too. It was a tree, so it was a little bit more vegan-y, I think, than dragon. But I guess it depends how you want to go down. Eugene took Gandiva down with him. Maybe, yeah. But yeah, so this order is interesting. Energy Blast 2. Look equal to open rear. Call them out. Shuffle. Or no, look up to the open rears. Pick 1, call it out. And then if something was retired, it gets 5k. So, really good order. Common. Not much more to say about that. Top notch. Dragon tree. Dragon first, tree second. Yeah, that's fair. Blitz orders, Nexus pick. Maybe. I don't even know what corn types are. Wow, okay. So, alright. Really quickly, just put up this image because, yeah, the anime was out-ish for like a second for the New Year's presentation. I don't know if you guys saw it. I didn't. I've been considering maybe doing like a anime review kind of thing as soon as the episode goes out, because I've seen like some YouTubers do that back in the day, but I don't think I have the will in me after the last dress. But we'll see. But that should be, I think, coming out this week, so that'd be cool. I wish I could do the kind of thing where like you do watch parties and stuff, but I don't really do that kind of stuff. Look at that water. How are the organs doing? The organs are doing pretty good. All 3 of them doing nice and good. No issues. Minor things, but nothing actually major. Just from time to time, I have to, get my lab work and stuff like that. But other than that, good to go. If you do that, please be positive. Yeah, that's the one reason I don't want to do it, because I don't know if I can. I mean, like I said, I've said before, I'm cautiously optimistic about the new season because it looks good, but I know somewhere down the line I'm gonna be disappointed, and that's not me being negative. It's because of the fact that unless they treat it like an actual serious anime and it's not just advertisement for the card game, then I'm not gonna be able to enjoy it. As if I can't suspend my disbelief like that, then I just really can't enjoy it. All 3 or all 4? Oh, I only have 3 kidneys. What do you mean? Cool. I'm glad you're doing. I hope you're doing well. Also, I hope you and the kids and the family are doing well, and the chickens and the dogs and the sheeps and the cows. I don't know if you have cows. I haven't seen the cows, but I hope they're doing well. I was badly dressed. Only has 3 organs as opposed to 37. We have 30. We do not have 37 organs. How many organs in human body? There's no way we have that many organs. Also, the CG anime all anime TCGs are an excuse to promote the new sets. To an extent, that's true, right? Like, probably given the fact that the way Yu-Gi-Oh was brought up, it wasn't originally based off that, and it had the creator for a good while, but like, and also probably because I'm not into Yu-Gi-Oh as much, I can suspend my disbelief a lot better. But also, it's just way better structured, and also they give things a lot more time. Like Yu-Gi-Oh has its issues, sure, but they give it a lot more time than Vanguard, where it's just like, here's 12 episodes, resolve an entire season. 78 is indeed a lot. That is a lot of organs. That is a lot. So I have exactly 80 organs in me, which is, no, not 80, 79 organs in me. That is indeed a ton. No, I haven't gotten anything removed. I still have like my tonsils and all that stuff, so yeah. They should use the 13 episode run, which they can make it work, I think. But they just aren't fully equipped to do that. So currently, now that you're making so much, making so much, I can't even see it. I can't even read that properly. Now that I'm making so much bank now with 1,000 subs, I should get a cow. They're big dogs. I mean, I do like some big dogs. I'll give that a shot. Yeah, I'm being greedy with my extra organ. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Anime also has 13 episode arcs, and people also complain that the arcs are rushed. Yeah, it just really depends on what's going on, right? Like, think back to like the previous Vanguard seasons and try to think about resolving Link Joker, right? Suspend your disbelief. Pretend you like Link Joker and it was good, right? Pretend you like Link Joker. Try to picture that in 13 episodes, or split into 2 seasons, 13 episodes each. I don't know how that's gonna work out, right? So they just have to either expand on that or do smaller arcs. But I don't think they're gonna do either. So that's why I don't have enough faith in it, because I don't believe that it's gonna be an actual anime and not just an advertisement. A 2 of 1. Overdress, that's well dressed. Main problem, good story beats, but they rushed them too fast. Exactly. I'm sad even with the 54 cards, it is still tight. Well, yeah, it's only 4 extra cards. It's maybe 1 or 2 extra units at max, right? Curly-haired cat. I can neither confirm nor deny this. But maybe that would be the 3rd channel. It'll be Curly-haired Hero, Curly-haired Vanguard, and Curly-haired cat. No. Let's not entertain that idea anymore. Like having the uniformers and masks be a metaphor for people's insecurities was cool, absolutely. But each character getting their thing resolved in 1 to 2 episodes with no room to breathe, absolutely. Hated it. I know Pablo has his own thoughts on this, but I absolutely hated that they had this good build up for Urara going into uniformers, and then they revealed it and I was like, oh my god, Urara's bad. And then the next episode, never mind, Urara's good, problem resolved. So I always point to that example to why I don't like the whole dress series, because it's just, they go boom and then everything is done, resolved, you know, as quickly as they can go through things. Nothing less any time to like sit or anything like that, right? Like they couldn't give us 1 episode to be like, oh my god, what's gonna happen now that Urara is bad. No, instantly, as soon as that episode ended, in the preview, it's like, all right, Yu shows up and they fight, and they show him doing the mirror and beating her. It's like, all right, well, so much for that. 2 seasons isn't doable, but not 1 season, definitely not. Which they do multiple seasons. It's just that I don't know what they try to do. I think they try to think that they have a bunch of time, but they don't, and then they end up having to cut everything out. And I know there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, right? Like there's the Michiro voice actor that presumably was just not available anymore for his availability, so they had to like rework the whole script, presumably. That's what happened, but I don't know. Arcs like task. Curly-haired KFC, that's too many acronyms. Curly-haired feet art appreciator. Mods, get this man. Get him out of here. Curly-haired Nathan. That's better than Cannibal. Hey Crowd, how you doing? Went to YouTube and made a new account to avoid me. Didn't work. Yeah, unfortunately. I gotta wait for Kugelik to come in so he can time you out. I hate Will Dress. Don't push that shit. If you say so. I just like 13 episode seasons. It can work, right? I've seen several anime that can make it work, but they also don't try to do as much things as Will Dress does and then instantly resolve them the way Will Dress does. Or did, I should say. OG season 1, 60 episodes. Will Dress is 2 12 episode seasons. That's 3, I think. 3 seasons. and it somehow covered less ground than the original. Even in the original, you can cut out like a good chunk, right? Even though it was good fluff, there was a lot of fluff there. You could definitely cut it out, but it still would have been more than what Wildress had. So there's more setup than payoff. Yeah, absolutely. When we said mods is is it just a bot? Nightbot, do something. It took 3 seasons to set up Uniformers, 1 season to get them started, and 1 season to make them as the main villains, more or less. Sorry to clarify, 13 episode seasons for Vanguard. I agree. Animes can't pull it off. It hasn't been working out for Vanguard, but I think specifically Vanguard can do it. They are just not doing it for whatever reason. They are failing to be able to do it. I can only speak for Overdress and Wildress. I haven't seen like the V series. I don't know if that was 13 episodes, and I don't know about like If and all that other stuff, the Shinamon arc. I don't know if that was 13 episodes. I only know Wildress and Overdress were 13 episodes, and that did not work out because they just don't have enough time for anything. They don't have enough time for things to sit and resolve, and when they do, like, I don't, it's so weird because like in the beginning that's kind of what they were doing, but they just went way too much to the extreme where they made things like way too slow and have like no consequence, right? That first season that everyone hates, and then they decided to like overcorrect, right? They did okay the next season, right? But then they overcorrected all the other seasons. Like, no, we can't spend any time with anything. Everything has to go immediately, which is a big issue. Series was the manga, so it was turbo speedrun because mangas are shorter than anime. I mean, not necessarily, but yeah. V series was thing resolving with no build up. Okay, so it was the opposite of Wildress. Now we just gotta get the in between with the vines, and we'll be good. Overdress season 2 was 13 episodes and was peak because the story was smaller scale, but the topic was deep enough and everyone liked it. Most of it, yeah. If I had to pick, I feel like people think of it way too highly. Definitely compared to all the other seasons, season 2 is the best season. It was a very good season. A lot of people make it seem like it's the best thing that ever happened. I was like, I don't know about that. Not that there was anything wrong with it, but I don't know. But yeah, you know, they had the perfect structure where they had decent build up, introduced all the characters first season, and then season 2 got into like the main climax and did all their stuff and resolved it for the most part. And then that was it. And then season 3 was like this weird, you know, Wildress going into Wildress was like this weird thing where it's like, oh shit, we didn't think we would get this far. It seems like let's just make up a fucking tournament, make up these enemies, and just do random shit. But I don't know. Shimon was actually really good at least until Chrono showed up and the finale was ruined, says the guy that hates Chrono. TCG mangas are shorter than anime. That absolutely is the case. I'm an action RPG, you're an action RPG. How dare you? It's fresh fly with a creative cast, seeing light, and turn it to G pandering, coming from the guy that hates G. First sequel that didn't happen. It was better than most of the V at the very least, and only Shinamon stood out during the V era. I love all the Shinamon. It's best contained arc. I don't know what you're me tooing about Pablo exactly, but speaking of V, we have these V promos. I didn't want to spend any time on this because I don't know what any of these are. I'm assuming this is Murakumo. I guess this is Royal Paladin. I don't know. I don't play either clan, so I do not care. So let's move on to cats and dogs real quick. It was like, did we out of nowhere completely change the entire plot? Now it has nothing to do with the first half. Shimon had a random 4-year time skip, and then the entire Isuka plot was dropped for Gear Chronicle plot. Pablo about a rip Ek a new one, but thought he said, speaking of feet instead speaking of V, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I'm gonna find out where you live and I'm gonna mail you a bunch of feet. Okay, sorry. But yeah, I'll catch up on that eventually. I'm still trying to force my fiance to watch to finish Limit Break. so that I can finally watch Legion and then go back to G and catch up to where I left off in G, make her watch G, because I'm sure she'll like G. But she was really into season 1, but I think that's because we watched it in English. Now that she has to like read the subtitles, she's not as into it just because it's like a TCG anime. But I don't know. You're in my walls. But alright, let's talk about this dog thing. Limit Break is so long for no reason. Yeah, Limit Break really did a number on us, to be honest. Especially coming out from which is strange because like Limit Break by all should have been good because of like what the sort of like plot was good in like the, I shouldn't say plot, the concept was good of them having like multiple tournaments, introducing multiple characters, them losing all the tournaments. That was all really cool. But yeah, it was just really long and drawn out, and it's kind of just like especially after what happened before, right? And then like getting rid of like MLB and like all those crazy cards and all that stuff that happened in season 1, like that's kind of wild. So that definitely dipped in her interest. She definitely, and it made her switch over to the Japanese version because I could not take Kamui and like some of the voice actors in English. I could not take them anymore. Tetsu could not take it anymore. So we switched over, and then yeah, it didn't go so great. So I might go back to English. Maybe rewatch like the whole everything after Age of Circuit in English, and maybe that'll be a little bit more palatable. But feel so incompetent. I don't know about incompetent. Them losing is fine. I don't know about incompetent, but anyways, all right. So yeah, fox dog thing, cat. I don't know how to say that. It can win. So when this is placed, if I have a grade 3 or greater, do not like that. Vanguard with Magnolia in its card name, Counterblast, Soul Blast, and discard a card from your hand. Too much cost. Search your deck for up to 1 card with Magnolia in its card name from different than your Vanguard. That's annoying. Up to 1 grade 0 normal order, reveal it, put it to your hand, and if you search your deck, shuffle your deck. Very strange. I do not understand this card. This card very much confuses me. I don't understand why you have to discard. That kind of sucks. I don't like that this does nothing else. Doesn't get power, doesn't do anything else, just searches and then that's it. Right now, I don't think there's any good normal orders aside from all the intelligence. So that part's very strange. And then I don't like that it's locked to grade 3. So you can't use it beforehand, which is kind of annoying. Not that it really matters, but that just seems unnecessary. But then also the fact that it's, you know, Soul Blast discard 1 in a deck that doesn't really plus outside of Inlet Pulse. Oh, that's barely a plus, right? Inlet Pulse is like 0.5 of a plus because you get Soul and draw, but you lose a unit. So, but overall, this is really good. You have to play it just to get your Elder and your Magnolia Mass. It's like a 3 of, I want to say, in both decks. You just have to play this. A 3 or 2 of. You just have to play it to get it, and that's it. I don't know about the second part. The second part is nice that they threw in there because it has future proofing. They can make a cool grade 0 normal order. It sucks that it's normal order specifically also, but you know, it has some future proofing where they can print something that's pretty cool. Wild Intelligence, I don't know if that's it, Chief. It is nice to play this, you know, search out Elder, or have Elder play this, search out Wild Intelligence, use it, go into Elder, call out, play Wild Intelligence, call out the Pharaoh, go into Elder. That kind of stuff is kind of cool. It doesn't necessarily fix a lot for the deck, but the fact that it's not top 5 like the Mask or the Serral is also insane. So the fact that you just straight up add it is really good. But like, I'm just comparing it to something like Freiheit, who is CB1 discard, but he can search out both and then play a brick from your hand at the same time, and he's usable in other decks. So that might just be the difference between a double R and a triple rare, because he also does another thing. So I don't know. First time I read this, I did miss the different name part. Now you're sad. It's fine. The different name part doesn't matter because you have to just use it. You can't. Well, yeah, it does suck. You can't use it after your grade 3 turn essentially, but it could be worse. Just unless you search your Persona Rise, it'd be an instant staple that fixes the mass. Yep. 100%. And it's not even that broken, because again, you have to Soul Blast discard one. So, grade 0 order, wild intelligence, or grade 0 normal order. I know there's another grade 0, but that's the best for mag, right? Yeah, it's the only one that really works out. We'll take a look in a bit, but I think that's the only one that really matters. To make things worse, as an interesting move, I think doing it twice was dumb. To make them like lose and stuff, you mean? Excuse me. My voice has been all messed up. I've recorded like a bunch of Teppen over the weekend, and my voice, because I've recorded so many videos in so long, it's been kind of shot. So my apologies. But the other grade 0 orders either suck or don't work with it. Inlet Pulse plus is what a fun joke. Yeah, it's like a 0.5 plus. It's to confirm grade 3 mag or elder. Yeah, but like, I don't know. Call to inlet. Not well, yeah, for the other one you can do that, but I'll rant about that in a second. Can't wait until we get a new Magnolia Tiny Child. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Ironically, when I first saw this, I didn't see that it was locked to grade 3 or greater. So I thought it would be cool if they give you a new grade 2 that, like, I don't know, copies the name of Lattice and then changes the effect of Charis to grade 1. And then you can use this on turn 2 to grab Magnolia. And that'd be kind of cool. Or something like that, right? But anyways, none of that is true. Not being top 5 is why this is mass. Yeah, probably once you're on mass, no Persona Ride. Yeah. Maybe Magnolia will solve a line. Much rather call it going in rear guard. That does something. But we don't get a new Magnolia. But Megumi would need to be plot relevant. I mean, we might get one pretty soon. Whether or not it's gonna be good or not, it's a different story. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna get one pretty soon. Simplest solution would be to have a new Lattice and Charis. Yeah, that is true. But I'm asking for 1 card. You're asking for 2. You know, we're barely gonna get 1. 2 is a stretch. So this guy's good. I don't feel like he needs as many restrictions as he has, but he's definitely good, right? He has kind of has to be played. But then we got the big dog here, big cat lion dog animal. Silverhorn Beast Banaspati. So this one is pretty interesting for a couple of reasons. When this is placed on rear, other than in battle phase, Counterblast, Soul Blast, which is the battle phase part is interesting because I don't think there's any way to play something in battle phase other than like maybe a Vanguard effect or something like that. There might not even be any, honestly. So that's interesting because then it also says to choose a SocialMedia. Doesn't specify which is nice. So also future proofed. But I know it's supposed to be because it's supposed to like Mask and Elder, but you choose a Silverhorn Beast Vanguard. So you can technically use this turn 2 also. But it won't. Oh no, it works on turn 2. In its card name, and then for every 2 grades of that unit, you call a grade 3 or less. Ooh, actually, that's interesting. So hold on, you can use this turn 2 with a Silverhorn Beast Vanguard, Counterblast, Soul Blast 1. For every 2 grades of that unit, so grade 2 you call 1, you can call it grade 3 or less. So you can get out like an Inlet Pulse or something, or some other grade 3 on turn 2. Not that it matters much, but that's kind of funny that works out. And you call it out to rear. So the big thing with this is that on grade 4, you call out 2 units, and everyone keeps saying, oh, you can call out 2 Inlet Pulse, because that's super value, when it's not really, but... with Elder, it's pretty insane, because you have 2 different routes you can go. You can ride into Elder, put a goat into Soul, give it 5k. If you have another one, you can call out a goat, and then call this out, Soul Blast out a goat, call 2 cards. You played 2 cards, you got basically a full field. You got 5 units on board, right? You played 2 cards that whole turn, and you got 5 units, which is insane. That's kind of what the deck has needed for a while, but it needs a lot more than that right now. You can also then call this out, and then that gives you 1 card itself, and then it gives you 2 cards. So on Ride of Elder, you can now get 3 cards. That's pretty huge also. I don't like the fact that everyone keeps gravitating to calling 2 Inlet Pulses, because Inlet Pulses are not going to do anything for you right now. The game is way too fast for you to be sitting there on your 2 Inlet Pulse and trying to cycle those out, especially when there's like a bunch of other targets you want to cycle out.
And all you're gonna do with Inlet Pulse is swing in for 18k. Like, you guys, people want to constantly rag on Magnolia that the deck dies to defensives, and then they want to play Inlet Pulse for 18k and act like that's gonna make a huge difference. Shop Guardian Magnolia. Alright, Megumi. With Silver and Horn units, it's impossible to tell what animal they are. They are weird fusion. That is true. This guy is clearly meant for Elder, not just the great thing, but also the cost. Fair enough, yeah. You know, do you even know what to do with your CB? 100%, yes. That's what I wanted to get into. It's very interesting that it's CB1, Soul Blast 1, because the Soul Blast 1 gets rid of a goat in souls or puts it in drop, but also, yeah, you have no good ways to use Counterblast. Like, you have to just find ways to make use of your Counterblast. That's been the current issue I have. One of the many issues is that there's just no use to make, there's no good use for all these resources, and now we have one, which is good. Fading One always losing Megumi. Divine Skill, instantly scoop and go get lunch. Bushi wants player to use the grade 4 that much by giving the grade 4 buffs, no more grade 3 and mask. No, they'll definitely be using the mask. They give the promo, they give the mask a promo, and both these cards work with the mask, which is really good that they're doing that. I really like that a lot, that they're allowing both decks to coexist, where it's not like a thing in the past where it was like a reverse deck and like the upgraded version of the deck where like, fuck that shit, right, kind of deal. Fuck the reverse bullshit, play this new decker kind of deal. So that's okay. I like that a lot. Same way how, like, sort of by virtue, Leonard Mask and Vivance are two things, which is pretty cool. So I like that they're doing that. Problem is the grade 4 outside of VS and Prime aren't good enough to close out games 100%. Especially the mask, the support helps out both. People do indeed try to run 2 inlets. Divine Skill, Cryball Dodge, yep, exactly. Elder has better grind game, but can't close out games to save a life. Mask goes burr, but is bricky, yeah. So basically, the thing is that with Elder, you have to just play a very aggressive early game. You have to enable as many attacks and rush your opponent down as soon as possible so that you can ride into your Elder and your win condition be it's 6 attacks, right? It's not use 6 attacks to push for game, because you play way too many cards, too many resources to get to that point, that you really, no matter how many inlet pulses you play, you're not really going to be able to have a steady game plan, right? Not to mention those inlet pulses you lose, you then have to fill up on board again. This isn't set 4 when you could just ride inlet pulse and it's actually a good option to have, because we don't really have good shield value, or we just don't really have shield value like that where we can, or a good plussing like that where 18k actually matters. It does not. So constantly calling out an 18k unless you draw 1 at the end of the battle is not going to be a game changer, which is why I'm pretty annoyed about the second skill mainly, because all it does is when it attacks, you choose the Vanguard, and for every 2 grades it gets 5k. So again, usable turn 2, which is decent. You can call this out, not use the first skill, intercept, and then call this from drop, call 2 things. But you know, on Elder it becomes plus 10, which makes it, wait, yeah, it becomes plus 10. So it becomes 20 plus 5 from Elder becomes 25. That is not great. That is not great. I wish it got a little extra power, just a tiny bit, to hit over 28 by itself, to hit 30 somehow. If this was like for every grade get 5, right, this would have been decent. Because like even in Magnolia Mask, that wouldn't have been that big of a deal. You would have played this in Magnolia Mask and it would have been decent if it was like for every 5 get power. If it was like the maid promo, if it was like for every 5 get power, it would get plus 15 on Magnolia Mask, so it'd be 25. And then on the marker, it would jump up to what, 40, and that's okay. On Persona Ride, it's 50. You can already do that with the deck anyways, right? So giving you another option to do that, I don't think would have been that big of a deal. Especially since you can't really use the first skill. It's, you know, I don't know. It could very easily just been 5k for each grade, and this would actually been playable. Because the deck, of course, has this huge power issue, where it has a couple of issues right now, where
has to rely on the grade 4 to really close out games, but the grade 4 is not strong enough to close out games. And then it has no huge haymakers, right? It has no way to generate these haymakers for all these attacks, so they're all smaller attacks. In time, only understood about 2% of what you said, but it sounded good. Now I know where I can find the feature. Thanks, Heather. Thanks for stopping by. It was a pleasure. Problem is, if you run Zorga line, bad cards like Impulse don't have any real early game, and all your stuff is Magnolia and Servant Horn. I mean, not really, but yeah. This line gives you some bit of early play, like running a lane all the way in set 2. Yep. Alpin and Winnie the Pooh are still the better attacker options. Winnie the Pooh sucks ass, but alright. And Alpin is still to go to, yeah. Excellent idea. Simple solution, learn the games, you can roast them too, yeah, essentially. Can watch all my videos, learn how to play the game, and then roast me. Yeah. So overall, these two cards are great. They could have been better. They are neutered for no real reason that I can think of. It seems kind of silly, honestly, but I might be harshly judging them. I don't know. I haven't tested that. We'll get into that in a bit. The last thing we got here is the Psycho card for Stoicheia. Winnie the Pooh is a free 28k. That's not bad, but he's just a beat sick. Rewriting is a lot more consistent, so he doesn't lose the buff, but still, he's a grade 3 that makes you run Silverhorn Beast. Right? So he's only useful till turn 3, so he's basically... Yeah, I would rather play Impulse at that point, to be honest. But yeah, we got the Stoicheia generic cycler. When you guard or discard, for Ride deck, CB1 or Energy Blast, 3 draw a card. This is great for Magnolia or Magnolia Mask, because obviously they don't have any ways to use energy right now, so perfect. Having discard fodder is great. The second skill does suck. I hate that these are Persona Ride locked yet again. I feel like it's kind of unnecessary that this is like the 3rd set or something like that of cyclers that are locked behind Persona Ride skills. I understand that pretty much every deck can Persona Ride, but in general, I don't know. It doesn't seem necessary. Especially considering the skill is not super strong. Especially the previous one was not very strong either. I would have rather these be grade 3, your opponent grade 3 locked, so going 2nd locked. And I think that would have been a decent enough compromise. But this just says, if Persona Road, Counter Blast, or Energy Blast 3, choose a grade 2 or less normal unit with a different name that is not a Sentinel, or an order, any order, from drop, put it to your hand, and then choose a card from your hand and discard it. That last part also seems super unnecessary, that you have to discard a card. So you have to pay a resource, get 1 card, and then not even like break even, you go -1. Because you have to discard 1, you play a card, get 1 back, and then discard 1. So I don't feel like that breaks even, but this is nice for certain situations. But we already have in Elder, you already have the grade 3 that bounces stuff from drop back to hand, which is really good already, and it's kind of already better for the deck. This is like good for Magnolia Mask, because you can technically play this. And they made it grade 3 or less too. That's so stupid. Give strides the middle fingers. I mean, they could have just made it grade. I don't know. I guess, but we don't really have a stride. But at the same time, they could have done other ways to restrict strides. But really, as a turn 2 is not much of a difference. You can have a turn 2. I feel you have to build a deck in a way that you have a turn 2. You don't really have a choice right now. Guys are good, but do address a lot. They don't just fix everything. True. It says grade 2 or less. Yeah, which is really stupid, because I was gonna say like, oh, you can add your Persona Ride or something like that. You can't even do that. Why can't I add after like on turn 4, after I rolled a grade 3 from hand?
Why can't I just get one back? Would that have really been that broken for me to expend resources on turn 4 to get Persona Ride from drop specifically? Would that have really been that bad? Like, come on, be for real. Would that have really been the worst thing in the world? I don't know. Like, that just seems kind of silly. But you know, it's still a good effect. It's just, I don't know. The whole gang of Starcade cards today just have all these unnecessary restrictions for some reason. I don't know why. It must be something related to the new Zorga or something like that, where he must do something that has to restrict this stuff, is the only real thing that I can think of. Or my usual theory is that they're a bunch of babies and they're scared of Magnolia being good, because it's not Zorga and it's a green deck, and they fucking hate green decks and they don't want them to be good. So they're still, you know, Magnolia's still paying atonement for the one time she was good. That's the only thing I can think of, honestly. Look at the bright side. These would be a lot cheaper than a 10-set cyclers, maybe. Blame Millipulse and Bucci now afraid to make cards accidentally more generic. It's not even that they need to be more generic, because this is super generic. It just has a bunch of restrictions. It's the fear of Magnolia being good. Essentially, yeah. I don't understand why they think like, oh, 6 attacks from a fucking cat? No fucking way. Shut that shit down right now. Shiranui? He steals your opponent's rear guards and can still attack and restand? Yes. Give the stamp, print a bunch of copies of that. That sounds great to me. Like, what the fuck? This makes no sense. Sure doesn't even have to have a full board to do 6 attacks, right? Magnolia has to get a full board to get 6 attacks. And then Shiranui just fucking strides, plays maybe 2 cards, and they can get like 6 attacks. Huh? But whatever. I'll take that comment as a direct insult. Which one? I gotta leave, so when he gets to deck building, someone make sure to point out we missed play. Great, thanks. Magnolia auto kills Greedon and gets free resends, but Magnolia, you mean Shiranui auto kills Greedon and gets free resends, but a cat sleeping on the table gets yelled at. Yeah, essentially. And it's just so silly, because even when Magnolia was like the best deck, super strong, it wasn't, yeah, it's alright, no worries. It wasn't even like anything toxic or like meta defining or anything like that, and it was like for the shortest period of time too. Like, I don't know, it's really silly. It's really silly. And every time I say that, people always just like give me shit like, what are you talking about? It's so good, you know what you're talking about. Whatever, man. Prison wasn't able to play, bro. It was so strong. Oh, you can cycle Illipulse. It's so good. What do you mean? Come on. Alright. So that's the new cards. Let's go ahead and jump into CFA. I would like to finish some of the quick start decks that we left off last time. We did the Dark States one, I think, Thursday. Maybe we can refine that a little bit, but then we just have the Brancate one and the Lyrical one. But we'll take a look at Magnolia and Magnolia Mask with these new cards in a bit. Let us display is off, so we'll turn on CFA. Wait for that to load. I'm Magnolia's #1 stan. Even I can say Brancate was the most dominant force during our peak. Yeah. Yep. Like, I don't understand how they made Gravidia a thing, and then like people were complaining about Magnolia being too good during that time when you had fucking Mahar pinging you for game, pretty much. You had Prison putting your whole fucking shit into Prison. You had and attacking for crits and all this crazy stuff. You had Bruce not really doing much. You had Gravidia blowing up the whole ground and everything and all that jazz, and then it's just like, nah, Magnolia was the problem, clearly. Okay, Chief. Whatever you say. But alright. Let's see. I don't think I have any
decks for Magnolia. No, that have 50 cards. So I have like, what number am I up to? Every time I make a deck, I go name a deck 001 and just keep going up. For Magnolia, we're up to 5. Yeah, this will be number 15 because this is 14. So this is a Magnolia Mask build. So we'll do this one first. This one's pretty old, to be honest. I think this is as soon as it came out in English, we built this to test it out. Or something like that. I don't know. Might have been me testing it out. I don't remember. They were just mad that we got rid of our board before they can do anything, before they can do something to it, because we had 1 retire protection, M-Fix, and Implant Soul. Whoa! You draw 1 and get 1 soul, even though there was no reason, there was like no good way to use soul back then, aside from like Panthero and maybe Gabrick. Whoa, that's crazy! You drew 1 card. Oh, I can't select 1 column? No way! It's just like, man, shut the hell up. Don't you guys play like premium and shit? Doesn't worse shit happen in that format? Like, what do you mean? Bro. Oh, brother, this guy streams! I do indeed, bro. How you doing? Let us think. So I think the wave is to go with the Tapir. Fucking, I don't know what you are, buddy, but I think the wave is to go with this in the main deck, honestly, for Magnolia Mask. I haven't tried it out myself, but we'll give it a shot. Other than that, I don't think you need to run the line anymore. I think you run at least 1 or 2 of this. Oh, this is supposed to be the right deck. Yeah, I think you run at least 1 or 2 of these. You definitely want to run, I think it's still 4 draws. I don't know how many of these you want to run. You probably get rid of a Serral and you run 2 of these because you don't need Serral as much anymore. Yeah, I don't fucking know. What do we get rid of? Oof. With the new support, I can't wait to show people how they should fear grade 4 mag. You got a good grade 4 mag list? I have one too that I've been working on a little bit. Where's Black Tears? I took them out for the promo. So you can have easy access to the promo. That's how I'm planning on playing the deck when the promo comes out, but I don't feel like you really need Black Tears because orders aren't that important in this deck to that extent. I still feel like you can run the deck orderlessly and it'll be fine. It's just you don't have a good ride line to make use of it. What do we take out? Like, I'm sure I'm gonna have an issue where I'm not gonna have enough orders too. Like, technically you have 7 orders, right? Because this counts as an order. But I guess you can go because we really don't need that kind of recursion anymore because this guy would call stuff out for us, which is good. Well, actually, I don't think you even want to run this. Hold on. That's right. You don't really want to run this in this deck. Never mind. What am I talking about? Yeah. No. I was trying to make space for this, but you don't need this in Magnolia Mask. Never mind. You just need this, this guy. Yeah. And then real quick, what happened? Oh, the song just finishes like that? Okay, cool. That's funny. I have a bunch of these. Let's do this one. That's pretty good. You should get rid of the grade 0 starter for the Grand Via starter. No buys whatsoever. Yeah, I didn't think so. But yeah, this is the other grade 0 order I was talking about. So this is grade 0. So obviously Raw didn't tell us this is what you would play. But there is this, which is not a good option, but it does exist. And then this, unless you play like the token route, which is probably the only good ride line for this deck. But yeah. I forgot yeah. I thought of this because it's the only other grade 0 order that I can think of. Because I don't think we have like any Cray Elemental. Yeah, we don't. So this is the only other thing you can play, and it's not worth it. It's basically a worse Wild Intelligence in every way, especially since you're playing actual Magnolia. But I don't think you want Wild Intelligence. I don't know. It wouldn't be a bad option to play 1 just because you can search it out. In case you don't need to search this out for some reason, you can do that, but I don't think it's worth it. I think that's the deck, honestly. I can't. Everything is, yeah, it's pretty tight. This has to be the ratio, essentially. The most I can think of is doing 3 of this and then an extra mask order. That's about it. Like, I don't think you need more than 2 of these, because Soul Blast Discard is pretty heavy for this deck. So ideally you draw into 1 and get 1 from one of these 2, and then this is your 3rd if you have to last that long. I don't like that there's no room to play any big hitters. That's kind of obnoxious, because the only big hitter are these 2, and they're big, but I need something bigger. So yeah, I don't see anything else I'd change. Yeah, 7 orders overall. Yeah, I do agree that that might be a small number with 50 cards, but I don't know. They're set 13. What about set 13? I mean the lion. Oh, the grade 2. I've been looking at. I have a bunch of copies of these. I have a bunch of copies of these because I know this is gonna be pretty good. Eventually. This sounds like something that would be good in Magnolia Mask, because you basically play an order every turn. You basically play a rear guard from drop every turn, and then you basically do at least 4 battles every turn. So this becomes, by itself, by filling these conditions, it becomes 25k. Put that on a marker, it becomes 40. No Persona Ride. And that's great. That sounds dope. The only one that's hard to achieve is the from drop one. That's the only one that's hard to achieve from this deck. And then that pushes it down to 35, which is still solid with no Persona Ride. Because the only thing you can call from drop or call stuff from drop with is the dragon, and you typically don't do that till late game, but you can definitely call it off with it. So I don't know. Come my power ain't out? What do you mean? I don't understand. If you got time, I've got a bit of a meme deck you want to try. Okay, but 45. I mean, 45. Did I do the math wrong? He's 5k. He's 10k base. He gets plus 15. So that makes him 25, right? Because 5 and 5 is 10. That's 20, 25. Then you put him on the marker. He gets another 5, so that's 30, and then 40 for the rest of the skill from Magnolia Mask, right? Sounds good, but I don't see what I'd cut for it. Yeah, the only thing I would cut is like one of these two, because it would be the same role. But honestly, you can probably play like maybe 1 or 2 of this to an extent, because you really only want to use this like calling it from this or calling it from this, right? You kind of just want this in your drop, and then you can call this out, push for game with it kind of deal. But it would be a lot better if it was more accessible. I feel like the deck would be a lot better if you can make that more accessible. I just wouldn't know how to do that. You'd have to play yeah, I don't know. It's just because of the fact that these two, this takes up too much CB. It's the fact that the deck takes up way too much soul is the issue. So you have no way to play anything that easily recurs stuff from drop. Aside from this, but this is locked to like turn 3 the earliest, but typically you don't play this till like turn 4 because of the CB. Granted, this does change stuff. Because this is on place Soul Blast, he gets a he gets the 5k counter charge. So that changes a lot. That makes 2 counter blasts into 3 markers instead of 2 markers, which is pretty good. but it's just the fact that it's Soul Blast, and you know, this is Soul Blast, and then this is Soul Blast. But we'll see. We'll save this. I'll save this, and then we'll go into Elder real quick, and then we'll face off against him. We'll say Magnolia Mask. This is gonna be 001 because it's in my Divines folder. I still think there's some hope for this because this is what the deck needs. It needs a strong hitter, right? It needs to plus a little bit more. This gives it the bigger consistency. It needs to plus a little bit more to stabilize a little bit better because it plays out a lot of pieces, and then it just needs a big hitter. So honestly, I feel like getting rid of this for this. You know what? I'm gonna just do it. We'll do it. We'll just do it. And then we'll test it, and if it sucks, it sucks. Answered. You know, we'll get our answer. Let me see if I can find a Magnolia Elder list now that I have here. This one probably? No, that's another mask list. I have probably like 100 mask lists because I was testing it out when it came out. 12. Yes, this is an Elder list. All right. So for Elder, I forgot about this thing. Oh, I completely forgot about this guy for Magnolia Mask. Well, there's just no space for anything. So I don't think we need this anymore. I was originally just doing that for milling purposes to strengthen this up, but we got this guy. So just kind of don't need that anymore. I don't know if we need Inlet Pulse anymore per se. I wanted to play this to give you a chance to mill stuff. I don't know how I feel about the fronts, because I was feeling like with like Philander and like this, you would just go through your whole ass deck. That was the thought process, but most of this seems right. These two do clash, but it's okay. Honestly, this guy works better in this build. He works a little bit better here. He just doesn't get as big is the problem. Because you really need the Dragon Tree marker power. Because he only goes up to 25, 30, which is fine, but this already kind of does that a lot easier. So we could try and play this, but we'll never be able to use a second skill. So it's kind of pointless, to be honest. I don't know. You also don't use Energy Blast, but you'll never Persona Ride, so I don't know. I guess we can run one more of this, and then I guess just max out on Alpin. Second skill happens? Nah. Of this? You have to Persona Ride in order to do this. Or unless you mean this. I also wanted to make space for like one of this. This is on place on rare, so I guess I can get rid of Maple. It kind of takes that spot. I just had Maple because you're kind of thinning out the deck, like milling it. You're kind of playing sort of Grand Bluishy. The way that I have this built to an extent. So you can add like this. And that's probably fair. You probably only need like one. You can maybe get rid of a Go, or yeah, this is probably fine, honestly. This is probably fine. It's probably fine. All right, let's save this. And then see if Sim is available to play. The Elder, so I can distinguish the two from now on. Let's do a quick test hand of this. See if I'm not off my rocker. Draw 5, return 1, 2, 3. You can put that back too. Cool. One of the weird circumstances of me having to use this mic with the pop filter now is that I have to stand up more straight. Usually I'm like down here and whatnot, but I can't really do that anymore. Let's say we go first. Wow, pretty good hand. Play this. Get an energy crest. Soul Blast. Draw 2. I don't really have a lot of grade 1s. But I'm not gonna get this back. I'm gonna discard to go instead, and I'm gonna play this. Well, actually, I'll keep that in hand for now. Actually, I won't play that. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll take 1. That sucks. I could have added it. Draw. We'll discard. Last go. Ride. Play this. Look at top 7. Yeah, because I just didn't want to hit Philander, because I keep forgetting Philander's only from hand. We can get the order, or we can get this. We're gonna actually use the skill now if we wanted to. Which would give us. Could get this if I wanted to, but I can get that next turn. I mean, it'll counterblast deny me, but I can do it now. Kind of as Soul Blast, call out like a goat. Oh wait, no, I can't. This is not a Servant Horn. Okay, never mind. Yeah. That is good to know. So this is not a Servant Horn Vanguard, because of course not. Why make this in engine, right? I still think I want to call this out just to have it there, and I can swing with this if I want to, which I kind of do. Swing with this, hope to get a front. I don't, and then swing. Swing. This does not get power. Pass turn. Maybe intercept with that to get rid of it and call it from drop. Take 1. Draw. We'll discard this in order to ride. Skill, we draw 1. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll use goat to go into soul. So I have soul, get this 5k. I guess I'll play this. Reveal. Add to hand. Soul Blast. Actually, well, I don't really have to do that right now, do I, huh? I can add this to hand. Because I'm kind of locked right now. Play this. Forgot I went. Whoa. Oh, 7 cards. I forgot that I'm locked to grade 1. To going second with the fairy. This is only from hand. I'm probably gonna go back down to a 3 Philander. I keep forgetting he's only placed from hand. So we can call out one of these. Cannot intercept from the back row. I really don't want to discard. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave it at that. Whoops. We only have 6. This gets 5k. Well, what a battle is what I was trying to do. Swing in here. First check crit. Maybe here. Maybe they didn't guard. Second check. Skill CB1 plus 5. Swing. This gets plus 10. Swing. God damn it. Swing and swing. This gets plus 10. And turn. We just get our shit kicked in. Essentially. And maybe guard here. Stand and draw. We're going to ride into this. I left the goat in, so we have to do that. Put this to soul. This gets 5k. Call this to call 2. I definitely want to play the thing, the Fox, to get a Persona ride for next, or Magnolia Mask for next turn. I don't really have anything good here. I could technically use this to get something else out, but I don't think that's gonna be worth it. Because this can call this, which is interesting. I can overcall it, call 2 goats. But I guess what I would have to do is like call this here, Soul Blast, discard, search deck, add this, shuffle, overcall, counterblast, well, forgot I'm not playing Magnolia Mask. I don't want to Soul Blast that. Soul Blast, and then I can call out 2 goats. There we go. Everyone gets 5k except for you. Back row gets +10. That's okay, and then I can also, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in order to draw 1. Not bad. Would not want to check that. I can swing. First check, front trigger, nice. Second check, front trigger, nice. Third check, critical trigger, okay, pretty good. Not gonna lie. Swing. This gets +15. Swing. This retires and I draw. Can be worse. I don't know. Meme deck ready? Okay, but let us let me make one change. Let me take out one of these for what would be useful. I'm trying to come back to that. What would be a useful grade 2? I guess I'll just throw Maple back in. Alright. Let's do this so you guys don't see my IP address. So let's connect. As the game freezes. Really did freeze. Oh, there we go. Jesus. I will be Showman today. And we can bring this back. Wow. Sorry, made a sim over here like a madman. Challenged me first. There we go. But I can play you next, Gunmetal. I don't know why I always ask this, even though I'm gonna get the coin flip wrong. Oh, actually, I want to. That's right. You can choose now. Tails never fails. Flip coin. Failure. I'll go second. Maybe I wanted to lose. Yeah. Let's play something a little bit more lively. Maybe this. A little bit of normal battle for a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that. Put back 2. Yeah, that sounds right. Could be worse. Yep. Go on, have fun. Now, let's see what meme your boy's been cooking. Okay, a grade 4 deck it seems. Omnia Grugio, okay. Off to a good start. I see. Omnia Crow, I meant to say. Okay. Skill of Omnia Crow, Soul Blast like a top 5. I'm pretty sure he probably doesn't play it. So just Soul Charge 2. Is what I'm expecting to see here, but alright. This is Yep, so charge 2, I guess. Cool. Next to be him. Placed by an ability. Okay, that's what it does. CB1 draw, and if it's a grade 4 counter charge. Okay. Alright, fair enough. We will draw discard, ride, get an energy crest, draw, yikes, play crest, go to main phase. I guess it doesn't matter. Draw 2, we will discard, we will call Philander, look at top 5, we will pitch, go, we will shuffle, we'll move this up, we'll go to battle, swinging for 8. Okay. Cat tells me nothing. I've learned nothing so far. Cool. Heal trigger.
Oh, okay. This must be his funny little time-stamping dragon deck.
That's the only deck that I know of in Dark States
that can make these girls work. Yep, there it is. Okay.
Discarding the time stamping to go into the Omnia Owls. That's an interesting one. Aside from the fact that he accidentally soul charged, now this may seem stupid. I'm intrigued.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Oh,
I see. It's for that one card. Do I need a counterblast? I do not. Yep.
There's that one card that's like CB1 and then choose a card and then it gets power equal to that card's shield. I don't know about getting rid of your over trigger for that.
But I can fucks with it. I don't have any damage, so we can discard the crit. We will go into Friendship Fairy here, go to main phase, pull this back. Sorry, I went second, so I have 6 energy actually. Oh my god, the one time I don't do it right. There we go. So we'll pull back the lander. We obviously can't call back anything, which is totally fine. We will just call this here. We have 6 in the drop. We'll just go to battle. We'll swing in here for 10. No guard. Check. No trigger. It is a frontal trigger. Pass turn.
Yeah, the fact that I can play this on turn 2 is really making me think
My ride deck. Like maybe you just play this in the main deck
and get rid of play some other Silverhorn Beast? I don't know. Like speaking from beyond the drop zone, what misplay did I do? What did the great and powerful
Spirit of X say?
It's gonna play 2 of them. 2 cats.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, so this thing. So when it attacks, choose something from soul, put into drop. Oh, that's in
that's cute. Put it to drop and then use the cat to put it back into deck.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. No guard.
He unfortunately got screwed over by the fact that he got so many triggers.
So he's gonna bind and overcall. Interesting. Let's call it grade 2. It's grade +1. Okay. That thing will get plus 10k.
Then he'll use the skill here to Soul Blast.
Draw. Put something from hand into soul. Interesting. It's not gonna get the +5. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Let's guard for 2. Very interesting. He's gonna hit the heal trigger here, where he is going to be able to heal. He's gonna heal the cat. He's gonna put the power on the girl, and then get a PG to hand. Okay. He's gonna swing in for 30. Well, no guard. Yikes! Would have liked that in hand, but all right, fine. Bum 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 bum. It's gonna counterblast this. Let's take this out of soul to get a massive 63 and put it fucking right back into the deck. My man cooked. He cooked. Ah! Should have guarded. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Hey, Azim, how you doing? Draw for turn. I guess discard this. I can't unless I top deck it. It doesn't really matter. Well, I have this, so it doesn't matter. Ride, skill, draw, skill. I guess put this to soul. Get 5k. Yeah, I totally didn't need that. That would have been perfect. In my head, I'm just like, bro, just guard it. Just guard it. Just guard it. I know it sounds stupid, but I will never. I will always listen to my gut from here on out. So we only have 7 cards in drop. I can't call back Valander. I can call back the stupid ass fairy with what's his face, but it's not gonna do jack shit. I haven't seen the stupid ass grade 2, so I have to find more space for that. I might play 3 of these, 2 of the fox. I think that might be better. Why bind the grade 3 if you don't get triple drive? Or did the sim retire when he retired when he overcalled it. He bound the grade 1 and then called the grade 2. Not to get that. You only get triple drive if I'm on grade 3. Or you only get both effects if you're on grade 3, so that's probably why he just aimed for the 1. I don't know what the fuck to do here, bro. This sucks ass. I was like, this is great. He's at 3 damage. I'm at like 0. And then motherfucker's like, I'm gonna remove my ulti and end your whole ass life, bro. I don't believe this. I don't even have a grade 4 to use this fucker with. I don't even have a good drop, bro. I'm assed out. I'm assed out. I'm just straight up assed out. I guess I'll play this. Skill. Soul Blast. Counter Blast. Call 1. Call this back. That's it. Like, the fuck else am I gonna do? Yeah, he used this to Soul Blast out the move. Oh, he removed the ulti with the fucking bird, bro. He removed the ulti with the bird, and then now he's gonna cycle it with these fuckers to beat my ass. Yeah, that's it. We just go to battle. Swing for 18. It's gonna guard for 2. Okay. First check, not what I want. Second check, that is what I want. Cool. Skill, CB1, 5k here. I was about to end my turn. I guess we do this. Skill, he gets +5 for 15. Is he empty of grade 0? He has no grade 0s in soul, so he's next turn. He can just loop this shit. He can just loop this, and he's protecting the fucker too. Unbelievable, unfreaking believable, bro. Yeah, this skill +10. Unbelievable. Okay, made goes to damage, and then whoops. Swinging here for 25. Got him. It is indeed a funny build. Okay, he's gonna take that too. Put this to drop. He needs a counter blast, so he could give a shit. He could give a shit about me attacking me, bro. He could give a shit. He's like, I bet. Watch me hit you with triple drive 4 attacks, both of them being 70 fucking K. Unbelievable, bro. I'm gonna have to steal another one of Sim's list. I don't believe this. I could have drawn next turn. Previous turn, I could have drew. I would have made a difference, right? I would have checked the front, which would have been nice, but he didn't end up guarding, so it didn't really make a difference. But I would have drawn something else for go. but I wouldn't have drawn this, so it wouldn't have made a huge difference. You can call grade 3 in this, okay. He needs a grade 2 is what he needed, so he can call another one of these, and it would have been just 70. If he had a grade 2, okay, sure. That calls you a grade. That gives you a grade 1. Okay, fine, sure. Okay. And skill. Fucking plop CB1. Soul Blast OT, get plus 50 fucking K, right? And then Cat's like, yeah, I'm gonna just put that shit back. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just take that, I guess. Power. I have OT in hand. I can't even guard with that shit. That's not even a fucking enough. That's so crazy. Oh man. I should still be fine, but the fact that, like, if I didn't have these 2 cards, I would just be dead right now is astonishing to me. He's gonna bind 0 to overcall the 3 with a 2. Let's see what he's gonna call out. No, with a 1. So probably like a swirler, I guess. To get 13. Well, no, he can bind 2. He can bind 2. So I'm assuming he bound both. Yeah. So he gets triple drive and he calls 1. And this gets plus 10, and the thing he calls out gets plus 10, and this gets plus 5. Yep. Let's do this since I know he doesn't have ulti. No pass. Because he can only go at most cell at 6, right? Yeah. Yep. Good old timestamp in love. You can build this in Deer Days, I think, too. Most of this, I think, is already in Deer Days, right? I have to check where this is in. What set is this? I think that says like set 6 or something like that, which sounds about right to me. So this is 33. So we'll do 38. And then you can use this. And then you can use this fucker if you wanted to make it so that I can't PG if you wanted to do that. Oh. Sure. So he could have done that, and then I would have lost. Had he done that, whoops. Had he done that, I would have lost. Put OT in soul, I would have lost. Well, I'm at 4. But yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna PG this. Alright. Draw. We're gonna ride into Elder. Elder skill. Don't have it, which is good. Goes into Soul. Just a normal guy. Thank you for the sub. We're gonna get 5k here. Skill. We're gonna call this out. Skill. We're gonna put this to Soul. Get another 5k here. Philander. That's plus 10. Whoops. 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 Didn't mean to ping there. I can call this or this. This allows me to call 2. I can Soul Blast out, call out a Goat and Alpin, and have an intercept. Instead of this, I can use this to guard. I think that's the better. Everyone does get 5k. That is true. I'll resolve that in a bit, though. So Soul Blast 1, Counter Blast 1. Call 2, because grade 4. Call and call this as well, I guess. Rain's so loud. Oh, sorry. Can you hear it from our mic, or do you mean by where you're at? Everyone gets +5. These two get +10. Okay, not me. Okay, because I do have the window open and it is really loud. So okay, just wanted to make sure. We'll use the crest while we're at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw 1. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, let's go to battle. He's just gonna get +10. I only checked one front, so we'll go here. He gets, whoops. He'll be 25. Okay. Fair enough. Swing here for 23. Triple drive. Does have a PG in hand. Could have Elementaria. There we go. Okay. First check, critical trigger. We will put the power here, crit here. Second check, Elder. Third check, Goat. Yikes. I was hoping this would be a little bigger, not gonna lie. Let's do this. Skill +10 for 35. So at least this is essentially 2 to guard. This is 5 plus cat, which is 25, which should be enough. Yep. Put back Omnia Owls and put back Omnia Crow. Okay, sure thing. He does have the PG. So I guess, whoops. Let's force the PG out. With this 25. He's gonna take it. Okay. GG's. That was no meme. I feared from my life. That was very, very well crafted. I very much enjoyed that. Pokemon music might be a bit loud. So sorry about that. Let's lower that. Well, no, I can leave it here and then lower it a little bit here, right? No, I'm playing Fair Vanguard. This true. Drugs? Not yet, not yet. Mine was in hand, so close to fair. I am indeed winning. We have won. We've defeated the evil meme monster that is Sim and his insane time stamping dragon deck. What? Do I have any other games against Sim? I do not, so I can save this replay. That's true. I will steal this from you later. Indeed, let's go! Alright. Let me see if gunmetal still wants to play, and if not, I want a run back. I feel like I can't play Pokemon music because all the other Vanguard tubers play Pokemon music, and then Outer Orange plays the what is it called? the Danganronpa, Phoenix Wright, and Persona music. Can't have shit. So that's why I have subjected you guys to SMT music. Unwillingly. Let us real quick save this. Divines, Magnolia Elder, and let's go into the other deck. Divines, Magnolia Mask. We're testing out the cats and dogs. Let's go ahead and play. Got Metal Gator here. HT. Give it a good Shipperoonie. Look at the deck. Look at chat, I should say. And okay. You choose. We're probably playing the same deck, so we'll see how this goes. Second. Sure thing. Play cat. Draw 5. Or 1. I don't really want this right now. I kind of want to keep the PG, but if he's playing Magnolia Mask, I don't need it. I don't really need Sarah, so I'll put back 4. That's decent. That is decent. Go like have fun.
Okay, can't believe it's raining.
In the music and it's raining outside. It's insane. The contrast. Because I can hear the rain so loudly. Alright, drop. I would say obvious target is cat. Or cat. Goat. Getting all my animals mixed up. Main phase skill. I don't have an order. But let's play the game. And fail, but that's okay. This works from hand, so I don't know if I want to ditch this. I don't need this right now, but I can play it from drop later on. And we'll discard that. Pass turn.
I just want to have this on record. My opening hand for our game were 2 Persona rides, 2 phase transition, and 1 cat. I would have loved to guard early game, but my hand disagreed with me. I was saying in stream is like, bro, he doesn't even need to guard. He doesn't give a shit. He could give a shit about my attacks because he needs the counter blast. But yeah, I don't know, bro. You opened pretty immaculately. Turn 1, got everything you needed. Double cat, double what's his face. So, all right, he is going Ranker Chainless. He will go into this. I need the CB, so no guard. Even though I don't have any of the shit that I need, but okay, we'll take 1. That sucks. This is actually 8, but I will still not guard either way. Draw. Oof, that's okay. 5k for each, so just be 10k. I don't know if I need this right now. I kind of feel like this is more important. I can't even use it right now because I'm not a Magnolia Mask. So, but unfortunately, I don't have the mask yet. So we'll right into this. Call main phase. Get marker, which we'll place here for now. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go to battle. Swing here. Power will heal. Pass turn. At least I can get 2 markers next turn because I can just overcall the Bisque with my dragon and call it back. CB2. Okay, with that grade 1 gunmetal is obviously playing later. Yeah, clearly. Soul Charge was also pain. Having to finagle a Soul Blast 2 just to juggle the ulti back to Soul. That's why I called Amazing Frost. That was pretty nuts about Soul. But yeah, that shit was ridiculous. You got 2 Soul. After I figured out what you were doing, you got 2 crits. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Power heal again. The hell is that grade 2 Vanguard? It's one of the promos. It just says you can Energy Blast 2 to ride, or Energy Blast 4 to ride instead of discarding, and then Energy Blast 2 to get 5k attacker shield. Stand and draw.
It's not a bad option because I'd be able to use it right now and not have to discard. But yeah, this sucks ass. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty ass. Ride. Do I want to put this into Soul? Do I gain any merit from putting this into Soul right now? I guess I do. I got plus 5k. I can't even go into Magnolia Mask, bro. This just sucks ass. I just swing in for 18. This is horrible. Check and second check. Wow. Amazing. Drive check. Says at 20. Yeah, pass turn. Ooh, what a disaster, bro. What an absolute disaster. You put me into Soul? Oh, I can't see because of the fucking heart. With lots of Riz, there we go, yep. Last thing on the list wasn't my idea. You got an idea from Infamous Zero in Origins Discard? Okay, but I'll keep that in mind when I steal the list and give none of you credit and say that I came up with it. I'll make sure to take the credit from the right person. Oh, that's all credit is done. Yeah, exactly. This way I know who it is, so when I feign ignorance, I can know who I'm feigning ignorance about, right? So when they ask me like, oh, was it Infamous Zero's list? No. Him specifically, it was not him. No. Otherwise, before I've been like, oh yeah, maybe, yeah. You like the Hammer Dragon? Yeah. It's a pretty good list. I do like my memes. Yeah, I just have to hope to God that I can get what's his face from the order here, and we might be able to do something, but the fact that they're 1 damage is pretty fucking rough. Not gonna lie, it is really rough here. I need something some music to describe how rough. I need more unfortunate music. Let's play some of this, just because it's a banger, so it'll make me feel a little bit better. Oh boy, just popping the fuck off real quick. I think they have one more marker. I wasn't entirely paying attention, but they played this, so I'm assuming they have an extra marker, right? Or did they not? No, because I CB'd an item, so this is the first marker. Never mind. What's up? What are you? Not attacking or anything. What? Oh, Vanguard. Vanguard's attack. Okay, I didn't see it for a second. No guard. Okay. Damage check. Oh, that's fine. 18. Guard. For 43, yeah, no guard. For power. And no guard. Let's drop and draw. And end of turn. Okay. Stendo endo draw. Alright, fuck me in the ass. Go to main phase. Play top 7. There we go. You stupid fuck. Skill, Soul Blast, Counter Blast, get token, search deck, add to hand, and then, oh, this is so stupid. Do I have, oh my god, this is the stupidest thing in the world, what I have to do. This is the stupidest thing. This is so stupid.
Oh my god.
Alright.
So play this.
Skill. Counterblast. Call 2. Call 1. Call 2. Skill of this. Soul Blast 1. Discard the mask.
Search for Magnolia.
Add it to my hand. So dumb that I had to do that. Just to get this damn mask out of my hands and activate it because I already played a mask this turn. Then we will mask up. Go to soul. Ride. Draw. Plus 10. Plus 10. This gets another plus 10. I already played an order. Can't play one order again. This cannot attack from the back row. This doesn't do jack shit. Can I hand off from the time? I didn't see you around the internet, but thanks, Sim, for the game. Thanks for showing me that amazing deck. And hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah, I kind of have to. He's gonna do it to me, but I should probably do it.
Go to battle.
Swing. Get plus 5. I think I did everything right. It's gonna guard for that. Okay. I think I want to maximize this to an extent. Let's do 28. Could use crit here. That'd be great. Gonna guard for match. That's gonna be 1. Might as well. I mean, it's gonna get popped, right? Presumably. So that makes sense. Just 1. Okay. First check and second check. No trigger. All right. But if that is the case, we'll swing in here for 20. That's what I figured. Draw trigger and then draw and then skill. Pop. Whoops. There we go. And then pop and then attack here. Okay, and then skill, put this to drop. And turn. Oh man, I can't believe I I had to use this to get Persona right just to discard a mask. I don't know.
These guys definitely provide a lot for the deck, but I feel like you have to build around them a little bit more to utilize them more, which is kind of annoying because they're not super groundbreaking, but they definitely help out a lot. So you have to find a way to maximize on what Elder and Magnolia Mask already do in order to make these guys, you know, like play a bigger role in that sense. Okay. Gonna get another marker here. Like, it has to be the kind of thing where, like, the rest of the game plan for Magnolia Mask, for example, is solid. Super solid to the point where this just helps you from a consistency standpoint. Right? Because this is not going to fix the deck for you. It's just going to help. So the rest of the list has to be super tight. Which I don't know if we're at. I feel like going orderless is a little bit better. But we'll see. I feel like orderless tokens is better right now. Going the token ride line, I think, is much better. And then using this for the consistency, and then you just have to figure out how to get your dudes. Yeah, how to figure out to get this thing.
So I have this in hand, which is good.
because I can guard with it.
And it's going to be a good plus 10. It's going to be a 15k shield, which is good. Because I don't have a lot of 15k shield in my hand, so that's good. They're going to use this to call up to 3. Call a goat, makes sense. Call Cyril, I'm assuming. I'm gonna call that. Okay.
Is that it? Okay, one more.
Call Cyril, yep. Use this skill, Soul Blast. Discard. Get Magnolia, yep. Basically the same play I did, except he can't use the mass this turn. Okay, Energy Blast to draw. Which I think I could have done last turn, but I forgot. Yeah, like I feel like you can get rid of the orders to put in that cycler, and it lets you draw for discard, and it might end up working out a lot better. And then you can use that to guard, use that to draw. Like, I don't know, it might be a lot better. Just gonna put that in back row. Nope, he changes his mind. Something's targeting me, I don't know what. Oh, okay, gonna use the skill first. Okay, gotcha. We can go to battle. What's attacking? What's attacking? Okay. Attacking rear for 10. Oh, right. Sarah, he didn't personalize, so Sarah doesn't get power. Do I care about that? Do I care about that? Thinking. I don't have any way to bring that back unless I hit another dragon off of this. I have one in drop. It's not like he does anything on board. Right. So I guess it's fine. He's gonna attack with that. Retire this. 23. So we'll do 28. Gonna swing for 18. Let's go ahead and do PG, discard, draw trigger. Probably should have done order, to be honest, but I'm gonna check dragon and a heal trigger. I'm going to heal 1, give power here to the grade 2. Put this in drop. Here he can boost if he wants, or he can separate the attacks. We'll see what he goes for. Looks like he's gonna separate it, so we'll guard here for 23. Then do that, retire this. We'll take that over trigger to draw. Yeah, this dies. Stand and draw. Let's go ahead and persona ride. Believe I have a goat. Yeah, let's put goat into soul. Get +5. Let's play this here. Let's go ahead and soul blast out this goat. We'll countercharge, and then this also gets +5. Then it also gets another 10 from being on the thing. We're gonna play this. hope to get the dragon. Nope. We got this thing. Something was not pulled from drop this turn. I did play a normal order, so he will be kind of swole, but not swole enough. I could get this to make my back row swoller, which I think might be the right option, honestly. Yeah, let's do this. Use this skill here. Soul Blast this. Look at top 5. Whiff. I was hoping to call it out as a rear guard, because he just has too many cards in hand. So back row gets +10. This gets another +10. Yeah, this is pretty rough. This goes to drop. Use this. Nope. Nope. Yeah, it's not letting me remove. There we go. I don't know why that always happens. There we go. Alright. Draw 1. Ugh. Got another order. That is not what I wanted to see. If this was a unit, I would be in a really good spot now. Let the record show. So I cannot beat him here. To be honest. I cannot do a lot. I can just intercept from the back row. So I have to sort of play the long game. So let's go to battle. Let's swing into his. His dragon here, so he doesn't get 5k and it's a little easier to guard. If I get some triggers, I can do something. I don't get a single fucking trigger. So let's swing here. Pop his board and swing at Van for 40. Give him 1 counterblast. So, but he draws, which is annoying. So at least he's in kill range to an extent. So we'll do that. But yeah, this is kind of rough, not gonna lie. Gonna draw. He has like a zillion cards in hand. Gets the persona as well. I'm gonna use the skill of goat here. I am gonna remember to do my drugs real quick. Sarah, I guess, is gonna give power. That is the wrong thing, and I dropped a bunch of my pills. Love it. Absolutely love it. Please. There we go. No. That's it. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna use the Regalius piece. Okay, so I can't retire next turn, not that it matters. But he's gonna put it to soul, draw 1 and get 5k. That is a good option for this deck indeed. I completely forgot that thing exists. I definitely want to take that out. Okay, gonna call out my lava. Overcall. Lava, Soul Blast. Go. Countercharge, get 5k. Top of the 10k. Top of the 25k the back row has. Gonna call out Dragon here. Counterblast 1, can call up to 3. I don't know how it's so hot. It was a snow in a few days and I'm like sweating. I'm gonna call out Goat. And I'm gonna call out this thing. And use the skill to... is it on attack? No, it's on place. Energy Blast 2 to get plus 5k. Yep. Pretty dead. Pretty dead here. For the most part. Gonna go to battle, starting with this, give 5k for fucking 38. I can just take this, hope for a defensive. I do not get that. So hoping to get a defensive to make this a little bit easier. Gonna swing Van here. I guess we'll do this, discard order. Okay, and a crit. Okay. Where does the crit go? Crit goes there, okay. Yeah, I just have to take that. GG's. Yeah, the fact that I didn't get shit last turn really sucked. I want to try this without orders. Aside from maybe like the angel ladder, maybe I'll try that. Go to the deck editor here. This is really tough. Let's think about this. Maybe we can do Aurora. Oops. Aurora. Good old green Deku. 1, 2, or 0, 1, 2, I should say. Let's play this here, right? Yeah, I want to try tokens because this makes me not want to play any more orders for some reason. I don't know why, but that just did not feel great. I feel like not playing orders. I don't know why I only had 2 of these. That's insane. We need another one of these. Maybe 3 of these. I want to play this. I kind of want to give this a shot, but we just can't recur from drop. This works out. It sucks because this works in Magnolia and Elder because you can basically get each of the conditions every turn, but it doesn't have the power. Here, it gets the power well, but you can't reach the conditions every single turn, which is really obnoxious unless I play this or something like that. And that's just way too much cost for this deck. The only other way to get stuff out is if I play an order. And there's no consistent way to do that, I think. I could also hold on. Gears are turning here. Oh, because I don't have a ride deck, it doesn't let me put in more cards. Hold on. Let's try this. This. Take this out. Put this back in. The bunny ride line. Yeah, I've tried that, and that's okay. But for some reason, I just really want I just really want this guy to work right now. I don't know why, but I just really want him to work. Ironically, this helps him work out. I want this to go burr. And I don't know how to make this go burr. I probably just need 3 of them. I still would like another one of these. Maybe this and this. Like that. 3 my lava feels kind of bad, but that might be right. Can't say that I like this much either. I also don't have enough orders. No. Yeah, there's just no good way to get this guy to proc. To do normal order and call from drop. That's just a bit much. I could do the rabbit. The rabbit does make it so that this does activate technically. But then I don't get the normal order part. So I would have to like not play the rabbit in the ride line. I don't know about that. Really want to make this work. Cause he just seems like a great candidate, right? Easy 25k. That becomes fucking 40k, 50k on Persona with Sarah, or it fits in the front row with a Dragon Tree marker. And it's so easy, and these are all things Magnolia Mask does, is, you know, attack more than 4 times, call something from drop, not as much, but and play a normal order. Maybe I can play like Philander is also an interesting option. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to think about this. But I did not have dinner today. That I usually do before stream, so we are going to leave it at that today. I wish I had him out to play with you that game, but I didn't draw him. Yeah, and you have to draw into him too. I don't know. I'll think of something. Yeah, we'll leave it at that today. We'll be back Thursday. Maybe Deer Days. I don't know. I forget what they're they're revealing. I think Wellster's next Tuesday. I forgot what they're doing Thursday. Might not be anything too crazy. I think it's just like some cycler cards. And for something that I completely forgot about, I think it's the same thing as like today. I think it's like two cards that support some deck, and then a cycler card. But I don't remember. It's not too important. If not, maybe we'll series tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Thursday. But we'll see. So either Deer Days or more of this. Till then, you guys have a good rest of your day, morning, noon, or night. It is a pretty wild day today. It is raining non-stop where I'm at. So try to stay safe out there. Play Vanguard. Take care of each other. And have yourselves a damn good one.